Hi there, this is Robert Simon again from Wallboard. In this short video I would like to talk about how to feed your content with live data. Of course, for the live data you will need to have some kind of live data source, which can be a website, which can be a social input like Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. And these data sources are providing data in a different format, so you will need to first normalize the incoming data, and for that one we are using a website or a service that is called rss.app, and basically they can really create an RSS formatted data from any kind of resources we have tested. So it can be an ad hoc website, it can be Instagram, Facebook, etc. And the normalization means that from all the data sources, they create an RSS feed, an XML, which has title, description, creation date, image tag, etc. And everything is a normalized format, so our widget can reference to these fields at the same way on the same name. Let's take a look that from a website that is called MovieWeb, we generate an RSS feed, and this is the URL of that feed that you can get from the rss.app application. And when you come to our interface, you can drag and drop an RSS widget here from the custom widgets, and you can configure and enter the feed URL there. You can set that what is the duration per news, what is the animation between them, and if you scroll down you can see that field by field you can select that what do you want to hide or show, what are the animations, etc. But this is the basic setup, and if I save this one it sends a notification to the screen. And you will see that we have a general content, some wallboard image on the background. We have a overlay page showing some scrolling text that is basically coming from a different data source. And here in the left side we see a picture. Behind the picture you see the same picture blurred, and the title of the news and the description of the news. So immediately in 2 minutes we created some live data source, because as soon as this data source, this movietrailer.com comes out with a news, with a new movie, the data source will be updated, it will be delivered to the screen, and the screen will load that data. Okay, let's go out from this first content and let's see how you can make it more complex and more tricky. So the next one, the next example, we have the same widget but 4 times next to each other or just below each other. And the first one starts its animation from the position 1, the second from the position 2, etc. And everything is scrolling up. So you can see that with this one, it looks like one widget visually, but basically these are 4 independent widgets, but there is a time synchronization between them. And you can see like a news flow coming from the bottom going up. And yeah, that's it. Let's take a look at the next one, where we just did a little bit more trick. So we still have the 3 widgets on the bottom, but on the top, and let me go into the content and show it in the content. The first widget hides everything and it just shows the media. The right upper widget just shows the title, and the bottom one is just shows the description. So if you take a look at the monitor, here you can see the image without the blurred background, the title, the body, and here the bottom 3 widgets are just showing the image and the title there. Let's take a look at the next one. So with this one you can already see that you can combine and you can make really custom layouts with these components. Let's take a look at the next one, where the same widget is doing a collage mode. So if I go to that content and select this one, you can see that the type of this RSS widget is collage, and if I go down, you can see that I am using 2 columns and 2 rows, and some paddings between the widgets, and this is how it looks like. So in all the position, 2 columns and 2 rows, we just see the image and the title, and as soon as I just enter here, I don't know, 4 columns and 3 rows, and I save it, the screen gets the update, and there are going to be 4 columns and 3 rows, and randomly the items are updated, or they are just changing a position between 2 elements. So here you can see that we also created something live and good looking. Let me go to the next example. So far I just used the same data source that was coming from a third-party system. But what if we want to create some data source? You can create an internal data source, let's say for the pizza. So you can add the columns like the title, the description, etc., and you can fill it with data, and then you can connect that internal data source to an RSS widget, and as soon as you update the data source, of course, it will be updated on all the connected screens. So let me just drag and drop this pizza content to that screen, and let's take a look at this, the content itself. So here you can see the same layout. It works like the first example, but we are not using an external data source, but it is absolutely an internal data source in this use case. If I go to the next one, you can take this content apart so much that you can achieve a content like this one. Basically, this is just the RSS widget, and it is just doing the animation. And these are normal text widgets in the content, but when there is a change in the RSS widget, it sends a notification via a mock data source to the external content to update this field with the name of the pizza, to update that field with the description of the pizza, and update this field with the price of the actual pizza. So the RSS widget from inside, it can communicate to the content outside, and also, but not in this demo, the external content can send a notification to the RSS feed, like jump to the next one, jump to the first one, pause or resume, and you can control it. So for example, if I have an RSS widget and I also have a gesture sensor, I can say that next, next, previous, previous, next, 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 like this one, because then the sensor will send a notification to the content will forward the notification to the RSS widget. And let's take a look at the last one, which is a live video channel. And we have a partnership with provider called Video Elephant, and if I drag and drop this content onto the screen, you will see that a video is played here in the main section, and the description of the video, which is also a title and a body, are played over there, or displayed over there as a standalone field. Here I just set that the video length is about 10 seconds, but of course if I delete the 10 seconds, then the video will be played till the end, and the transition will come just right after the video is finished. So this video channel and whatever is played currently on the screen are provided by Video Elephant. Wallboard has a live data server which is normalizing the videos, and it is also caching the files of the videos just to be able to provide a file, basically the video file, that your devices can download and cache everything on the local storage. So it means that these video loops, if it goes on for 2 weeks, it will just generate network traffic on the very first minutes, and after that only the new videos will be downloaded when there is a new one in the list. So this is what I wanted to show you, how to create a live content using RSS widgets, RSS sources. Again, an RSS can be a news source like CNN, BBC, and so on, or it can be a social source like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and so on. The main trick is that you have to normalize the data, and you need to have a quite flexible widget where you can really place everything, which is caching the data, because it is also a lot of communication when all the times we are just downloading the images or videos from the same site. So that was about this session. If you had any questions, just let us know. We are happy to help you. Thank you very much and have a nice day.